Hello, everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please signal using the chat box if you can hear me. Hi, happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, great. Thank you, Lombe, for confirming. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's been a while, and I'm very excited and happy to join you this Sunday for a quick Agile chat. And hopefully, you will get some value out of this session. And I'm also looking forward to learning from you. You know that I love to, learn new things as well. Let's just hang out a little bit so that we can get more audience and then we get started. Happy Sunday, everyone. As you join, please kindly go ahead and share, like, click the like button. It's always very, very encouraging. So please go ahead and like as you join and share. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. Let's give another minute and then we can get started. Thank you all for joining today. Happy Sunday, everyone, wherever you are. Hi, Immaculate. Thank you for joining. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So today we will not be here for long. Hopefully, I will just take 30 minutes to talk through the agenda I have. Simeon, thank you for joining. And after that, I will reserve 15 minutes for questions. So as we go through this, please feel free to leverage the comment section, drop your questions, your comments, and we have a conversation. So I would also appreciate if our question can be prioritized around the topic we are discussing today. But if you have any other question, feel free to still drop it. And if we have some time left, I will do my best to address those questions. If not, I'm going to put it in the backlog and it will be topic for future conversations. Thank you very much. As you join, go ahead and share. That's very, very, very appreciated. And also like. Welcome to my life. For those who don't know me, my name is Karen Fomafung, and I am your favorite Agile Evangelist. And I am a certified Agile Coach, a certified trainer, a certified mentor, and I do product development, project management, which basically what I do in summary is I help organizations, I help teams, I help individuals to succeed in Agile, which is really all about eliminating waste, being in the best attitude to deliver the highest quality value to our customers and be happy doing it. So that is what I help organizations to achieve in a nutshell. So today we will be talking about how to evaluate our performance in this space as an Agile practitioner, whether you are a Scrum Master, regardless of the title you hold, an Agile practitioner, Agilist, team coach, whatever you're being called in your organization is still really the same thing. So what we want to discuss today is, we are right in the middle of the year, and it's around this time that organizations will start evaluating performance of their employees. Some organizations right now, they are coming to the end of their first, whatever they consider as their first quarter, their fiscal year. Some are right in the middle if their fiscal year starts from January. So right now they will be rounding up their second quarter of the year. So whatever format your organization is following, I think this topic is very important because it will help you to, as an Agile practitioner, to be able to set realistic goals for yourself so that at the end of whatever cycle you're following, you will know that you will not be penalized for something that just for being ignorant. You will not be penalized just for being ignorant, because being ignorant is one of the biggest sin, I would say, or crime anyone can ever commit. So in this space of corporate world, from time to time, organizations will want to evaluate the performance of their employees. And this is usually from a place of, once the year starts, the approach is they would ask employees to set goals for themselves. That's how it generally works. They would ask employees to set goals for themselves. And then at the end of whatever period you're following, you and your supervisor will sit together, and then you will evaluate yourself based on the goals that you've set for yourself from the beginning of that year, or your own fiscal year in your organization. And they will be rating your performance based on what you had established as your baseline, and then what you had accomplished going by that baseline that you had established. So if you don't know what you're doing, the tendencies are high that you will go set very unrealistic goals for yourself, because you don't even know what you're doing. And then at the end of the year, they will be rating you against those goals. And then it's very likely that you may turn out to be underperforming. Even though you've been killing yourself, you've been working so hard, but you're just not working on the things that you've established, or you're just not meeting up to what you've established as your goals from the beginning of the year. And then they'll rate you against those goals, and then you will turn out to be underperforming. And with that, that it's based on the outcome of this evaluation that they will want to they will decide if they have, especially if promotions are going on in the organization, if they should be promoting you, if they should be firing you, if they should be keeping an eye on you, and then offer more trainings, coaching, mentoring, whatever it is. And that defines your credibility in that organization. That defines your credibility. So it is very important that you are knowledgeable in this area, so that when you are setting these goals, you will know exactly what you're doing. You should be having confident conversations and be setting things that will be valuable to the organization and will be setting you up for success in the organization. You see. Now, as an agile practitioner, performance goals are a little bit tricky or unique. And the reason, before I go to the reason why I say it is tricky or unique, the thing is, unlike other roles in the organization, as an agile practitioner, it is really difficult to be able to identify or establish your goals when you join an organization, when you've not even known the teams yet, when you've not even known what's happening around here. And the difference between the role of an agile practitioner and every other role in the organization is that, or the difference between a change agent role and every other role in the organization is that with all the other roles, right from the beginning, they already have some set routines that they know that this employee will have to be following as they do their work. You see, so they will set your goals. You and your supervisor, you will set your goals around these routines, these already known and established routines or process that you will have to be following to say that you're doing your work. You see, but with an agile practitioner, it is different. It is unique because no 2 days is the same. Monday can never be the same as a Tuesday. A Tuesday can never be the same as a Wednesday. So there is really no routine that an agile practitioner is following in an organization as they do their work. There's really no routine like that. The only routine that is in this space is really the Scrum events. That is, if you're practicing Scrum, the events, the standard events, or the official events that you have around the planning and transparency and synchronization of the work you're doing. That's really the only known routine. Outside of that, everything else, which is approximately 90% of what you'll be doing to help the organization be better, there is no routine around that. You will have to be figuring these things out. You see. So that is the challenge. So how do you go about setting your goals? How do you go about setting these goals so that at the end of the year, your fiscal year, you will be able to go back and check and see how you've been performing? If you have been doing well, or you've been messing things up, or if you have been doing excellent, and all of these things. And based on that, you've been able to identify areas of, okay, how can I improve? So that you keep getting better. How do you do this? How do you accomplish this? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. So in an agile space, how a Scrum Master, an Agile Coach, is able to identify their goals, or establish a clear goal for themselves for success towards their performance, is, first of all, for those who are familiar working with me, there is one thing I always say, that we are agile doctors. You see, just like medical doctors, just like any kind of doctor, we are agile doctors, which really means that we cannot just jump in an environment and start prescribing things for them to use, or start bringing about changes without first analyzing, without first collecting information and diagnosing them. You see, so first we need to first go there, diagnose them, to really understand their environment, understand their now, understand why they are doing what they're doing, understand why they're doing it the way they're doing it, identify their gaps, and then from there, so that's all of that is what I call diagnosing. Until you're able to achieve that, before you can prescribe anything. You don't want to go prescribe medication to someone without even knowing what's wrong with the person. You see, it's the same as an agile practitioner. You want to first understand what's going on in the environment before you will be able to start your disruption in terms of bringing in changes that you think will help them improve. You see, the reason why I am bringing this up is because normally, especially for organizations that are not very agile, they're still learning, they don't know what they're doing. When they hire a new person, and let's say they hire you and they're right at the time of setting their goals, their yearly performance goals, they will expect you to start setting up your own goals too, just like everyone else, because that's the standard. You see, they'll expect you to go ahead and set your goals, and then your supervisor will want to start discussing these goals with you. Now, if you are ignorant and you're not very confident, you don't even know what you're doing, you will not be courageous enough to help your supervisor understand that, well, this role is a little bit different from the standard, in the sense that there is really no way I can go ahead and set goals, because I don't know what the organization needs. With that in mind, what I'm trying to say is that you, as an agile practitioner, to being able to set yourself up for success, and keeping in mind the 10th principle, which is simplicity, the act of maximizing the work not done. And there's one other thing that I always say: if it's not broken, there's no need to fix it. That is, if you really want to be valuable, you will not just go ahead and set goals because you don't know. What will you be setting your goals based on? You see, so you will want to set your goals around the need of your organization and the teams you'll be supporting. You want to set your goals around their needs. How do you get to know their needs? Or how do you get to set goals around the needs? Or, okay, let's say, for example, how do you get to set goals around my need if you don't even understand my needs? How do you go to set goals around my needs if you don't even understand my needs? The way you accomplish this is, first of all, get to know the team, talk with them, take a look at their already existing data, their metrics, Have one-on-one conversations with them, observe things for yourself. Usually approximately, let's say 3 months, 1 to 3 months, averagely 1 to 3 months should be a good starting point for you. It should be a good, averagely, it should be good enough for you to understand the kind of goals valuable goals that you will be setting for yourself. So that means that your goals are not independent of you. Your goals are really dependent on the needs of the team. That is, if you want to be valuable, as opposed to just doing stuff just because you want to come across as busy, you know. So yeah, that is how you'll be setting your goals. For example, let's say that you observe that, okay, the organization is struggling with predictability. They're struggling with alignment. They're struggling with planned delivery. They're struggling with chance. They're struggling with team dynamic. They're struggling with culture and all of these things. You will, again, based on data, you will use those things as your starting point to set your goals around that. In your goals now, in your mind, you should be thinking of the things that you will have to, steps that you will be taking using your agile expertise to be able to help them overcome the challenges that they're facing around their agile practices and their agile ways or their agile mindset, you see. So that is really how you'll be doing it. So really in this, thank you for joining. Nina, thank you for joining. So please, for those who just joined, go ahead, feel free to leverage the comment section and drop your comments, drop your thoughts, and we will go through the questions once we are done with our topic for today. I just want to make sure we stay in line and not derail. So yes, just use the comment section there. If you have any question, just drop it there. And if you have any comment as we talk, this is really a conversation. That's how I like it. Go ahead and contribute to whatever I'm saying, and I will try to make sure I'm keeping an eye on the chat box. Again, thank you for joining. For those who are not familiar with me, my name is Karen Fomafung. I'm your favorite Agile Evangelist, and I am from Minnesota. That's where I'm located. But I serve people who wants to be served, who wants to be coached, who wants to be better globally. Myself and my team, we serve people globally. We create impact globally. That's what we do. If you're looking for any of our services, you're looking to transition into this agile space, whether becoming an agile coach, a scrum master, whatever you're looking to become, contact us. Check the pinned message on the chat there. You will see the link to our website. Reach out through our website and join our programs. We have our next training for newcomers starting on the 2nd of June. So do yourself a favor, a huge favor, to join our training and change your life forever. If you're in between just having a certification and landing a job, you're not sure how to go about it, you're getting frustrated because you've put 1,000 resumes out there and they're calling you, but you're not able to make it through the interview. That's what we do. We have a fantastic program that, we've been helping a lot of people. That's really what we do. So we will be so privileged to be part of your success story. And if you're already working and you're struggling with your job, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to reach out to us. We will help you through our level 3 program to be very, very effective and be a star in your organization. And thank you so much. So back to our topic. Again, check the chat box, the message that is pinned there. The link to our website is there, so you can use that and get to our website. From there, you can easily get to us. Now, being able to identify the gaps of the team, you set your goals around the gaps of the team. That way, whatever impact you're creating, trust me, it is felt in the team. The teams are able to feel the impact. And with that, your contribution to the organization will be very evident and measurable. That is how you just scale yourself to the top. You see, being able to set your goals around the needs of the team. That way you can easily go back and track and see how you're doing. Every week or every month or every quarter, you can easily track and see how the teams are doing. You see, so I've highlighted some key areas in my own experience that I would observe as the struggles of the teams, and then I'm gonna set my goals around those areas. The team may be struggling with knowledge, training. They don't even have the basic knowledge. Okay, I'm gonna set my goals around that to train the teams. Help them increase their level of agility. You see, and the team may be struggling with continuous learning and continuous improvement. Okay, I'm going to leverage the retrospective. I'm setting my goals around retrospective. How I'm going to leverage the retrospective to ensure that using my techniques to ensure that the teams are improving continuously and they're able to track their improvements. And then let's say the team is struggling with estimation. They're struggling with estimation. So I'm going to set goals around that. I'm going to set goals around that area so that I can easily track and see how the teams are getting better with estimation so that they can become more predictable. So those are just some of the examples on how I would set my goals, you see. And then as I'm working with my teams from time to time, I am open to feedback. For those that work with me, they know this. Feedback to me is a gift. It's a gift, and I encourage my mentees too to see it like that because it's really important. That's really one of the best ways you can be better, you can improve. Positive and constructive feedback. I mean, when I say positive, it doesn't only mean you want to hear the good stuff. No, I mean positive in the sense of coming from a good place. Whether it's a feedback for improvement or it's a feedback or it's your strength, it should be coming from a good place. But if it's coming from a place of just being mean and toxic, nope, keep it to yourself, baby. I don't want it. Yeah. So that's how I do it. As I'm working every time, maybe monthly or quarterly, I'm reaching out to my team through survey. Through survey, I craft out my survey. Again, my survey should be around the need of the team. I send out my survey and ask my team to evaluate it, to fill it out. And then based on the outcome of the survey, again, I'm working with the team too. I can assess their mindset. I can assess if they're coming from a good place. The feedback they're giving is coming from a good place. Because if you're working with people, you should know the people individually. So with that in mind, I should be able to assess if this feedback is coming from a good place or the feedback is coming from a place of just being mean and not liking, caring. You see, so all of these things I take into account. And from a product standpoint too, we want to see the quality of the work my team is doing. With that, based on all of my techniques that I am exposing to them through best practices, we should reflect on the work they are doing and the quality of the work. Yes, we want to be evaluating it through our customers. So we want to, talk to our customers too and really listen and hear what our customers are saying about the work we are doing. And then from there, I can bring all of these things in and track my performance. So that is how, as an agile practitioner, you set your goals, you set your performance goals. And with that, at the end of the year or your fiscal year or the middle of the year or the end of any quarter or whatever cycle your organization is following to evaluate you, please, if you join, go ahead and share so others can benefit from this information. You don't want to be the only one learning, right? It is lonely at the top, trust me. It's very, very lonely at the top. You don't want to be the only one learning and going to the top and everyone is left behind. You will find yourself all alone and it will be so boring at the top. Trust me. So sometimes when I come here and I'm sharing information, valuable information for free, some people think, oh, you're just being so nice. Yeah, I'm being so nice, but I'm not only doing it for you. Trust me, I'm doing it for myself too. That's how I gain my sense of accomplishment, sense of satisfaction, just knowing that I am trying to pull some people up with me to the top. It gives me some fulfillment, and knowing that I'm not going to be alone at the top anymore, I'm going to have some company at the top. It feels good. It feels good. So please, as you join, share this information so that we will reach out to as many people as possible. And again, you can always support us. So if you check again on the chat box, you see that there is a little dollar sign there. If you feel like I'm supporting our work, our course in any way, go ahead and feel free to support us through that means. And also use the like button. Click the like button there. We always appreciate your positive energy through the likes. Likes It doesn't cost you anything. It's 100% free. Click the like button and we'll appreciate it. Yeah, so back to the point. Yeah, I see the likes going up. Click the like button. It's really free. It doesn't cost you nothing. Even if you don't like me, just appreciate the work that we are doing for the sake of others. You never know. But why won't you like me? So thank you very much. And yeah, so that is really how I set my performance goals. I set my performance goals around the need of my team. And be careful not to fall into the temptation, especially as a newbie. You're not very confident enough. You don't want to come across as rebellious, just joining a new organization. And now you find yourself falling into the temptation of your supervisor telling you to, okay, now it's goal setting. You have to set the goals for yourself right now. The first week of you joining your organization, I just go ahead and start setting goals. No, don't fall into that temptation. Have a conversation with this person and help this person understand it, how it works. It's not ordinary like all the other roles. Agile practice role is a little bit different. And you explain it to them why, the reasoning behind what you're saying. Thank you very much, Teze. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Yeah, so that is how you set your goals. Don't fall in that temptation. Remember, one of the Scrum values, courage. Be courageous enough to do the right thing. Be courageous to challenge the status quo. So don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to speak around what you think will be best and just go fall into a temptation on setting fictitious goals or goals that will not be valuable. Remember the 10th Agile principle, simplicity, the act of maximizing the work not done. You only want to focus on doing what is needed and what will be valuable as opposed to just doing stuff. You don't want to just do stuff. So yes, that's how you know that you are valuable. Yeah, so don't fall into that temptation. Have the conversation with your people and let them understand it if in case they're struggling with the understanding. And from there, they should be able to give you some time so that you can diagnose. You can be the agile doctor that you truly are. You see, you can diagnose your organization and learn really understand your needs. And then you set your goals around your needs. And then as you have an action plan on how to help them get there. Again, one thing I also want to just say this. You setting your goals around their needs doesn't also mean that you will be able to do magic for them to get to that destination. Because remember, again, you're an agile practitioner. You cannot force people. You don't force people to do things. You are not authoritative on them. They have to be willing. They have to be willing. Yes, Gael, outcome versus output. That's what you're doing. They have to be willing to get to that destination, you see, through your guide. So you cannot help people who doesn't want to be helped. It's supposed to be a partnership thing. So as you're setting these goals around here, you have to be very open and transparent with your supervisor on the expectation, on what you're expecting of them too, so that you all will be successful. You see, yeah, that's really how it works. So the agile practitioner role is beautiful, it's tricky, it's unique because your success is not single out. It's really dependent on a lot of different things. And for you to come across and maintain your credibility while you're doing your work, because sometimes you can do your best, do everything you're able to do, but if these people don't want it, it will not be of any value. It will not be of any value. And then at the end of the day, you will be rated as you failed. No. So to not find yourself in that place, what do you do? Scrum values, you can never go wrong with the Scrum values. The value of openness. Be open. Have open, honest conversations with these people and with your supervisor. The value of courage. Be courageous enough to communicate. Do the right thing. What's going on? Challenging the status quo. They have to be agile for us to succeed in doing agile. You see, so you cannot force nobody. And when team members are being resistant or leadership is being resistant, go to your supervisor and you all have this conversation that, okay, we said in the beginning that for me to be successful, or for us to be successful, this is what I expect from you. But now you are doing something different, which is away from what we've agreed upon. So keep in mind all of these obstacles that we are having, which is beyond my control as an agile practitioner. Thank you, Tayo. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Yeah, so that is what you'll be doing. You tell these people that this is how it works. So if you, whatever you'll be rating me on, you have to contribute to it. You have to partner. This thing is partnership, you see. So as you go, you're facing obstacles, make sure you're communicating it. Because if you're not communicating it, at the end of the year, they will rate it against you. That is your problem, not their problem. That's your problem. And communication is that critical, because someone must be saying something. If you are not saying something, someone somewhere is saying it. And you don't want that other person to be the one saying it, because it will hardly ever be something good about you. It will hardly be something good, especially if they are resistant, you see. So they will do everything possible to say all these things against you. So make sure that you are speaking up when you're encountering challenges, obstacles, difficulties. You go be proactive and speak up around these things to your supervisor. Yeah, so that is how you set your goals, and with those goals, that is how you and your supervisor will be able to assess you at the end of your fiscal year. And through that, that's how you'll be able to participate in their profit sharing, because that's really what it's all about. That's how they reward you for your work. You see, you will participate in their profit sharing if that's something in the organization, especially as a full-time person, full-time employee, or you will be promoted. You'll be given more opportunities. You'll be respected. Your credibility will be solid. It's that important. So don't go be an ordinary Scrum Master, an ordinary Agile Coach. That's not what we do. Anybody that goes through our program, that is, we no, if you are supposed to be ordinary, we're not working with you. We are not working. We don't deal with people that have to come out ordinary, because whatever you're portraying out there is a reflection of us. It's a reflection of the work we do. You see, if you've passed through us, you have to be outstanding. We are not ordinary. We don't deal with ordinary. We are different. We are unique. You see, so that is how you set yourself up for success. And you're going there to stand out. You're not going there to fit in. You don't fit in our space, in our community, if you're from our community. And that is why, again, I bring all this information to those who are not able to, for whatever reason, they're not able to get into a professional coordinated mentoring program. I bring all this free to you here so that you can also use it for your own benefit. Don't thrive to fit in the crowd. You thrive to stand out. You see, so as you're working towards being able to stand out, it starts by setting realistic commitments, realistic goals based on the truth, based on the reality, based on the facts on the ground. Don't just go set goals, baseless goals. See, so it doesn't work like that. So I hope this information I just shared has been valuable. And I will just take 15 minutes for questions right now. So I'm going to go through the chat box. If you have any question, please feel free to reach out. If you're looking to join any of our mentoring programs, our training programs, our next training for level 1, Certified Scrum Master, starts on the 2nd of June. So do yourself a big favor to join. Do yourself a big favor to join. Don't say I did not tell you. Don't say you were not told. There are some people that they've been hearing me saying this since last year, since January this year, and yet they're still contemplating. They're still procrastinating. They're sitting on the same spot and they keep procrastinating. That's a problem. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. And yet they're struggling to make ends meet. They're struggling with that sense of fulfillment that, okay, they are really living their dream. They're living their passion. They're just struggling around that. When you have the solution right in front of you, but you keep procrastinating, you keep doubting, you keep thinking, all of these things keep running in your mind. That's a big problem. You need to deal with that problem, bypass that problem, and help yourself. Help yourself. Get through some form of training. The training mustn't be through us though, but I'll tell you, we offer one of the best trainings out there. That's for a fact. You're not disputing with anybody. We offer one of the best mentoring boot camp setting sessions out there, programs out there. That's what we do. So join our wonderful team, our wonderful family, and we'll be so more than proud to be part of your success story. Yeah. So how to get in our programs? How to get in our programs? I've just pinned a message there on the chat box. Just go there on the pinned message. Visit our website www.beingagileconsulting.com, and you'll be able to get all the information you need and join our programs. If you've been in the job market forever and you're thinking that Scrum is not for you, Agile is not for you, I'm here to tell you that Agile is for you. For those who know me, where I'm from, and then who am I today? If I'll tell you, if I can do this, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, but it takes a heart that is willing to succeed, that is desperate for success, that is obsessed with success to be able to, go through this and be successful and stand out, just like me. So you have to be willing to be coached. It's a partnership thing. I tell people we don't have any job sitting on the shelf that we pick and give to you. But I can guarantee you 100% that we will give you everything, more than everything you need to be successful on the condition, on 3 conditions. You have to be committed, you have to be consistent, and you have to be able to follow simple direction for 2 months. Not that situation where I see some people, and some people coming from my program, they can tell, they know what I'm talking about. You see some people, they'll come and join the program, and then they start chasing other things all over the place. They are chasing 3 jobs. They are chasing some other thing they're working on. They are chasing some other priorities, and then they expect magic to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You see? So, and then at the end of the day, you're thinking that you just be extending your program for nothing. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So if you're joining our program, be ready to commit. So I always make sure when they go through orientation, readiness. Are you ready? You have to be ready to commit. Because if you don't commit, you will not see the result. What you put in is what you get out. It's that simple. What you put in is what you get out. See? So 2 months is enough if you are committed, if you are consistent, and then you follow simple direction. Yeah? You should be able to achieve your goals. So you can also connect with us through Instagram. We are on all social media platforms, not all. We are on Instagram, Being Agile Consulting. We are on Facebook, Being Agile Consulting. We are on LinkedIn, Being Agile Consulting. So you know our logo. Just go there and look for us. Please follow us on all our social media handles so that we can continuously expand this space and grow our community. Now let's go through the questions here. So Nina asked, let's say approximately how long should the observation and analysis take? Reading this, I think I already answered that question, correct? So if you think the answer wasn't clear already, I believe I already addressed that. Just drop a text to let me know if you still have any question around that, reading this. And then Nina asked, can you give an example of a goal? I think I already addressed that as well, Nina. Nina, if still you have any confusion around that, just text, just leave a comment to say that just leave a comment to clarify on whatever you still need, because I already answered that question. And then Nenji Olive is asking, hello, Karen, my pleasure to be live today. My pleasure too, Olive. I'm very glad to be live with you. How can you wait 3 months to set a goal when they ask for your goals at the beginning of the hire? Okay, Nina, I think I already answered that question. I already answered that question too. And again, on the 3 months aspect of it, I don't also want you to be very rigid in your mind. I mean, I'm not saying you are, but again, I'm just saying for us, we don't have to be very rigid to say, oh no, because Karen said that 3 months should be your evaluation period or your assessment period. Then until it's 3 months. Nope, no goals for you, boss. No. That's what I'm saying. It really depends on the environment. It really depends on the organization. It really depends on the teams you're working with. So right off the bat, you can join an organization, and from the first week, they expect you to, start getting to know the teams, and they give you the access to the teams, and you already start getting to know them. And it means you'll be quick to be able to gather the information you need, to start setting the goals on how you want to help them. It's also different with that, because I've worked with an organization that I joined that organization, and 3 months, being with them for 3 months, I don't even I wasn't even able to know what I'm doing here or who I'll be working with. And there was a reason why. They were still hiring, so it was still a brand new. They were still really getting new into this whole agile thing. They were still hiring people, so I was one of the first batches of people that we hired. You see, so I was very new there. I was one of the first people hired, and I had to wait for my other people to join, you see, so that we can get going. So I was there for about 3.5 months. I was getting paid, but I wasn't really doing anything. So what I really invested my time throughout that period is just learning about the organization, just continue to learn about whatever agile, on daily basis, participating in more organizational things as opposed to what I was hired for. You see, so with that, how can you set a goal? You cannot really set any goal. You see, so you have this conversation with these people. I've also been with another organization that, yes, I joined them 3 months. Yeah, the team was there, but because of the circumstances, technical circumstances surrounding the organization and their setup, I wasn't able to meet the team. Yeah, the team was existing already, but I wasn't able to meet the team until 3 months after. You see, so how are you able to even set a goal around that when you don't even know, when you've not even met these people? So it's all about having conversations and letting your whoever you're reporting to understand these things that we are sharing here today, so that they will not be expecting the unexpected from you. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So yes, don't fix your mind around 3 months. It really depends on the environment. If you're able to get access to your environment as quick as possible, you get on the ground and start rolling as quick as possible. And they are very open. They're transparent. You can get access to their information easily, connect with these people, and you're able to get in the information you need to be able to diagnose them. 1 month, 2 months should be enough. But what I'm saying is, don't fall into a temptation of going to organization week 1, week 2, or week 3. You're setting goals. What kind of goals are you setting? That's just being, you're just lying to yourself and to your boss. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on here. Karen, it's unfortunate the support chat is not available for my region. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry. You can always support in every other way. But it should be available to everyone. The support chat should be available right down here. You see the $sign there. It should be it's available globally. But if it's not available, if you're not able to see it right now, I'm not sure why. So you can still show your support by just liking and sharing. It goes a long way. Trust me, it really goes a long way. Thank you so much, Olive. I appreciate it. And then Tayo. So Tayo reading this, they're all part of our program. Tayo is asking, oh, good to see you too, Tayo. Yeah, Tayo, of course, I know it's you, Anita. I know it's you. That's one thing with me. I know some people, most people always come to the program and then they thinking they are done, especially for level 1, and then I don't know them. I know every single person that goes through the program under my mentorship. I know you personally. I know you. That's just how I am. And that is why I usually encourage cameras to be on. Always switch on your camera, because to me, relationship building is powerful. It's everything. It's really not all about this agile or this business or this space. No, to me, it goes way beyond that, because you never know tomorrow. You never know where I never know where I'll meet Tayo. I may be stranded wherever Tayo is one day, and Tayo finds me there. And if we didn't establish some kind of relationship, Tayo will just ignore me. And I don't want that, Tayo. I don't want you to just ignore me in your area. Okay. Yeah. So I know every single person. If you've passed through any of my programs under my own mentorship, trust me, I know you. Regardless of how many of you are in the class, I know you. Trust me. So I would find people coming into my inbox and then they're inboxing me and introducing themselves. Hi, Karen. This is, for example, someone will say, "Hi, Karen. This is Melvin, or this is Fatima. I am in your level 1 class." Like I'm just laughing in my spirit. Yeah, it's funny because I know every single person that goes through the program personally. Lulu, thank you. Lulu is in our level 2 program. So that's Lawanda though, but she goes by Lulu. God's power. Hi, God's power. So Nina is asking, so yes, okay, yeah, really this, I'm glad you got your answer. So Nina is asking, yes, coach, can you put it into a sentence? Okay, you want me to put the goal into a sentence? Okay, so let me put it in a sentence, but I think I've been making sentences here, but it's okay. Let me go ahead and put it in a sentence. So Nina, the examples of the goals you want to set for yourself is you want to set a goal around predictability. So, and your goal, you have to be quantifiable. You see, so around predictability, some of the measures that you want to take to improve the predictability of your teams, maybe velocity. That's one of the measures that you will take to improve predictability of your teams. You see, because velocity really is really a tool or a technique or a metrics that helps the team be predictable. You see, so you would say that, let's say you join and you realize you're struggling with predictability, and then you realize that, okay, they don't even know what velocity is. Velocity is not even a thing in your organization. They are not using it. They are not leveraging velocity. They don't even know their average velocity. As a matter of fact, they don't even story points. They don't even have a velocity. So you will set your goal around that to help them improve their velocity. So you would say that by the end of maybe quarter 1 or by the end of the year, whatever you're saying, you want to be able to help the team establish an average velocity. You see, establish an average velocity that will improve their predictability. So that's just an example. Nina. Yeah, that's a typical example of a goal that you set for yourself. I hope that's helpful. All right. M3 family, the M3 family, my manager asked me to come up with a growth strategy for my teams. Do you know where I can start with this? The M3 family, I think you missed like the entire session. So go back after this live and go back and replay it. I'm very sure that it will answer all of your questions. I'm very sure. Yes. Or if you were here already and maybe you didn't understand that this is exactly what we're talking about, growth strategy for your organization. Yes, this is it. This is a topic. This is what we've addressed it in details. You cannot, I mean, what we've addressed is gold for most people. So go back to this live and replay it and, take your time and you will gather enough information that should be able to help you get started. All right. You're welcome, the M3 family. Say, what tool do I use to measure velocity? So say, what tool do you use in your organization? Because all of these tools that have been put in place to be able to track the progress of team work and track their issues, they all have these velocity tools embedded in them. For example, Jira has a velocity tool in it. If it's velocity functionality, if you're using Azure DevOps, it has it. If you're using version 1, it has it. If you're using, what's the other one, Rally, it has it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I don't know much. Yeah, if you're using Trello, if Trello is what you're using, they all have these things. So just go and configure these things. You can just go in there and search on their metrics. Go search on their metrics, and all you have to do is configure it, and it should be able to work for you very well. So it's not something that you do on your own. No, all of these things are automated, and that's the beauty of Agile. Everything has been made very simple. So to make our lives easy, again, going by the 10th principle, the 10th principle of Agile is one of my best. There's no point doing what's not needed, doing wasting effort just because you want to come across as busybody. I don't care about to come across as busybody. No, I prefer to do one thing in the entire year, but that one thing should be very valuable. So that's just me. All right, team. We have 1 minute left for our live to be done. And again, if you have any pending question you've not had the opportunity to ask, feel free to drop it on the comment section later. Please, I just want to also remind us of this. You're welcome, say. I just also want to remind us of this. Please, I'm begging. If you've ever reached out through my personal Instagram, through my personal Facebook, maybe LinkedIn personal, and you are asking all sort of questions, and you've not had a response, please do not take it personal. Do not take it personal. Some people take it so personal, and they start feeling like, oh, I treat them differently from others. No, I just don't have the capacity. I just don't have the capacity to address every question individually. And that is the purpose of this YouTube platform. That's the purpose of this community platform, so that I can be able to reach out to many people at once. Do you know how many people inbox me in one day? I mean, personally, not through the business platform. Do you know how many people? Imagine that I have to address all these people. I will not even be here to talk to you because I will be dead. I will be dead. I only have 24 hours in one day, just like you all. And then I have my commitment to my community, the people in my program. I'm committed to them. I owe them my time. I owe my time to the other organizations I'm serving. I owe my time to my family. I owe my time to whoever that I have some relationship with. You see, so from an agile community service standpoint, this YouTube channel has been created for that reason, so that we can reach out to as many people as possible, just with one stone. You see, so if I have to be addressed, so sometimes I try to address questions that has been inboxed to me individually, but I just cannot. It's impossible to meet up to all of your expectation. So please, I'm begging, do not take it personal. I will not answer you for no personal reason. I don't even know you. Why would I not want to talk to you? I mean, I feel bad even talking about it, but I have no reason to not want to talk to you. I have really absolutely no reason, you see. So if for whatever reason you've reached out with some concerns, questions, and then you've not been able to, you didn't get any response, please do not take it personal. The easiest way to get any question answered is through this YouTube. Always leverage the comment section, drop it there. Trust me, I go through every single one. If I don't go through, my associate is going through these things, and they are sorting out the questions. All of these things that I usually come and speak here is not just from my own head. It comes from the ask of the community. So we go now and make a video on them and then bring it to you. So that's how we do it. So please do not take it personal. And again, if you're looking for your questions to be addressed abruptly, that is why we have the coaching programs. That's why we have the mentoring programs. It's there for a reason. Pay for your services. If you want extra outside of what we are bringing here, if what we are bringing here, you think it's not enough, that is why you cannot just serve the entire world for free. It just cannot work like that. Some of these things that have been put in place to be able to structure these things and limit and set limitations. You see, so if you have pressing questions, rather than staying on online for 1 year and keep jumping from one platform to the other, inboxing people and harassing, because that's what I get every single day. I get all kind of harassment. Some people insulting, some people just being rude, some people being disrespectful because they've asked some questions and it wasn't answered in the time frame they're asking. I mean, come to think of it, I'm busy. I just don't want to come here and talk about these things because I want to devote time to talk about valuable things. So I'm just bringing this out here, and I hope it's going to be the last time I'm saying this, and I hope that you will understand. Okay, so if you have pressing need and you want it to be addressed immediately, come and enroll in our programs. There you have your questions answered on the spot, because that's where I owe my time. You see, I owe my time to my community, my Being Agile community. So come and enroll in our programs. And regardless of the level you are, you have a program that will meet your need. Level 1 or level 2 or level 3, there's no way one of these 3 programs will not meet your need. Come and enroll and stop going all over the place for free, please. Sila, yeah. They want need la la la. They want it like maintenance la. Now. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, so okay, join the class by clicking. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Tell them, please. Tell them. Thank you. Thank you, Nina. Appreciate that. Yes, Nina, most people enroll in level 1 and 2 though. Especially because when you enroll in level 1 and 2, you get a discount. And right now there is an open discount which will end what's the date of, I'm not sure. So the onboarding team should be able to communicate that, but I'm very, to the best of my understanding, it should end by the end of this month, the discount. So when you're enrolling for both level 1 and 2, you get the discount. But it is not recommended to attend both level 1 and 2 at the same time. It's recommended to finish level 1 and then move up to level 2. That is if you do not meet the prerequisite to be in level 2. We strongly recommend that you focus on level 1. And when you're able to clear those 2 prerequisites, which a prerequisite is really understanding the concept, number 1, building that solid foundation. And then the second prerequisite is to pass the certification exams. But if you think that you already have that foundation, and then you just have some gaps around that, or if you think that you only have, because I would say 90% of people, they'll come to our program level 2 with an understanding that they have a good foundation because they've already taken the training somewhere else. They have a certification. And then when they get in our program, they start hearing things that they've never, ever heard before. And they start feeling very lost and overwhelmed. And they start feeling like, oh my God, are we still talking about Agile or we're talking about something else here? And then level 2 really helps them expose the gaps that they never thought they had. And most people will choose to go back to level 1. Because that level 1 is really where we do the training. Level 2 is not training. Level 2 is mentoring and coaching. So they'll go back to go close the gaps around their foundation. And then now they are now able to succeed through level 2. So back to your point, Nina, if you think that you meet the prerequisite, if you have a certification and then you think, oh, maybe your foundation, or if you've done only self-study, because trust me, if you've done only self-study, there's no way your foundation is solid. There's no way. I've not seen it before. Most people that have done self-study, they strongly believe that, yeah, they got it covered. And then when they get in the program, they're lost. The kind of way they embarrass themselves in an interview is something that, I usually just talk to them and encourage them to close their foundation gap, and then they'll choose to go back to level 1, you see. So, yeah, so if you think that you have a certification and you're only really looking to close your foundation gap, yes, you can take both level 1 and 2 concurrently or simultaneously. But if you know that you still need to understand the concept and you don't have a certification, I would strongly suggest that, yes, enroll for both level 1 and 2 combo, but take it one at a time. Finish your level 1 first. And again, the beauty of our level 1 program is that the program duration is 1 month, but you do not necessarily need to spend the entire 1 month to finish it. The 1 month we have we have 8 live sessions to finish the entire program, but all of the lectures that you will be taking to finish, to do go through the program is already available. So immediately you enroll, they give you access to all of your lectures. Some people take just 1 week, they're done. Some people take just 2 days, they're done. You see, but now they will be attending the live sessions on the days of the live sessions. But the lectures that they have to go through to be able to understand the concept and pass the certification, it's already made available to you offline, not live, you see. So which means that you can still move ahead, which most people do. You finish your lectures, everything, you understand the concept within a week or 2. And then you move up to level 2. You see, you move up to level 2 when you've already passed your certification. You move up to level 2, and then you can still continue with the level 1 class, but you're in level 2 already benefiting from that, you see. Yeah, so I've taken so long to make that point, but I hope it's clear. Very busy and get. I know the M3 family, it gets so overwhelming, and especially when all this, I'm before, when I start getting all this insults, all this disrespect and all of that, it gets to me. I'm like, oh my God, how do I help these people? But now I'm getting Used to it. I'm getting used to it. So the only thing I can do is just really help, just talk like this to help them understand that it's. I mean, you need help, and then you're coming to be disrespectful. How? Why would I even talk to you? Why would I even talk to you? So at the end of the day, it doesn't even help you. So don't do that. Yeah, and it gets overwhelming. It's so overwhelming. I mean, I just cannot meet up to your expectations individually. That's the point. All right. Sila is saying I will enroll in level 2 soon. I'm doing massive job applications. Okay, great, great. I wish you all the best in your job applications. Our level 2 program is fantastic. I mean, that's you cannot even dispute that. Okay, Sila is a PM and wants to transition my career as a Scrum Master. Welcome to the club, Sila. That's my background too. I used to be a PM. And then when I discovered Agile, it seems like I was reborn. I was born again. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. Trust me. I mean, I cannot give Agile for anything in this world, ever. It's the most beautiful career. It's not a job to me, though. This is not a job. This is work to me. This is work, and I'm in love with it. You all can tell, though. Lulu, there is no Jira training in level 1. It's in level 2. Yes, Jira. Yeah, Jira is in level 2. That all of this Jira happens. Yes. So Sila, trust me, you're making the best decision of your life. Trust me, you will remember this one day. That Karen said this on this live. One day you will remember this. As long as you remain consistent, you're making the best decision of your life. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I hope this session was valuable. I hope it was helpful to you. And as always, if you have any pending question, feel free to use that comment section and drop it. I would always come back to it and I will check and I will make sure that I'm responding to you. You're welcome, Sila. And please, the biggest thing you can ever do for us to continuously encourage us is to spread the word. Spread the word. Talk about our programs out there. We want to reach out to as many people as possible. Especially our target people are those people that don't even think they can ever do it. People that have just been demoralized, discouraged for whatever reason. People that are feeling insecure, looking down on themselves. And that is my inspiration because that's who I used to be. That's what really drives me. That's my driving force to do whatever I'm doing here. That's really what inspires me. Not those people that are really enough. I'm looking for those that have the potential in them, but they need help to uncover the potential. That is me. That's where I came from. So I'm so passionate about identifying people like that. So the most you can do for us is share the word. Share the word. Spread the word. Advertise, speak around our program so that we can be able to help as many people as possible. You see. But what I would not want you to do is to talk about Agile to unserious people. Please don't do that to us. Don't talk about Agile to unserious people because it become a cross on our head. Do not talk about Agile to unserious people. And my definition of unserious people, I'm just going to use one example of what I mean by unserious people. My definition of unserious people would be that person that would come and then show up in class for 2 days. And then once the program is over, the person did not attend. The person didn't come to class ever. The person only showed up for 2 days and then disappeared. And then after 1 month or 2 months, the person showed up and started asking, Karen, can you go take my interview for me? Karen, can you go take my exams for me? I will pay you. Don't do that. Don't do that. It just disgusts me. It really disgusts me. So don't do that. Never ever say that to me. That's so disrespectful. I see that as being very, very disrespectful. No problem, Sila. I see that as being very disrespectful. So please, if you know that you know those kind of people in your life, avoid them so that you save us some stress. Don't talk about Agile to them, please. Just keep it to yourself. Thanks, everybody, and have a wonderful, blessed, amazing rest of your day. A wonderful Memorial Weekend. Happy Memorial Weekend, and to our wonderful, marvelous fighters who have been supporting America, giving their lives bearing the cross for us. Thank you so much. We appreciate your service, and you all are awesome. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye.